Hey guys, give the video a like, subscribe to my channel. This is a what if series and I'll be continuing more down the road. So stay tuned and thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome to another One Piece what if story. This is entitled, What If Goku Was Somehow Stuck in the One Piece World. So where we left off, I forgot to mention this part here. So as Goku and Luffy were telling them about the training, what all everybody had to do, they were talking, trying to get comfortable with each other, trying to befriend everybody and everything. Not basically befriend, but just trying to catch up on the last 2 years that they've lost with each other. Because Goku's been in this world ever since, he's known Luffy for a while, so he's been in this world for a brief period of time. So Luffy wasn't just trained by Rayleigh, he was trained by Goku and Rayleigh. So you can imagine that Luffy's not weak. He's actually stronger than what he is when in the original timeline. In this timeline, Luffy's a beast, because he was not only trained by the right hand man of the Roger Pirates, but he's also trained by a Saiyan that defies the laws of physics. So as they're just talking and everything, these group of pirates try to rush Luffy's ship. And basically the Kaiba pirates, that's what I'm gonna call them. So they decide to rush Luffy's ship and saying, yeah, Straw Hat Pirates, yeah, Straw Hat Luffy, I'm gonna take over this ship. I'm gonna be the next one ahead of you. I'm gonna be the one that says I took you down and take your bounties and everything. This is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to do this. And as all his crew there cheering, like, yeah, we gonna do this, we gonna beat the Straw Hat Pirates. Every last single Straw Hat are just looking at them clueless, and Goku just looks at Luffy and says, who are these guys? And Luffy just shrugs his shoulder. I don't know. You know who these guys are. I guess these are the guys that were at that, like, they were at the Sabaody archipelago when I got attacked by those Bartholomew Kuma machines. PX4 or something like that. So as Luffy's saying, yeah, he was on that island with those kind of things. I don't know, because I really didn't pay much attention to him, since it only took me one attack to destroy those robots, and then I just ran off, thanking Rayleigh before we left. So as they're doing all that, Momo instantly recognizes Luffy and Sanji and hauls ass. Just like in the anime, he hauls ass. He wants nothing to do with Luffy and Sanji, because he remember how hard of a hit that both of them displayed on him. So he just hauls tail and runs off. And the other one is screaming, Captain, Captain. They're trying to get his attention, because they want to tell him, look, we're leaving. Like, we have no control over this. We're leaving, and you just basically got left behind. So as he's still talking, Kaiba's still talking, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna hit you with my Gatling gun. He's gonna do everything in his power to destroy the Straw Hat Pirate. And Goku says something, well, it's gonna be very hard for you to do that, since you're very outmatched and your crew just left you. And Kaiba stops. He stops talking and he says, yeah, I'm gonna... His face just goes pale white, and he looks back and his eyes just leaves his head. And Frankie walks over and grabs him, and he's screaming out of his head, no, don't throw me over the ship. I'm sorry. I'll be your best friend. I'll be your best friend. Please don't throw me over the ship. Please. I'm sorry. And Frankie slams him on the ground and says, what is all this sympathetical stuff? I thought you said you was gonna hit us with your Gatling gun or some shit like that. Now that your team left you, you wanna act all bitchy, or you wanna act all emotional because you know you're outmatched and you lost. And Goku says, yeah, let's not throw him over the ship. I don't think this guy would live to see another day. So Frankie instantly just ties him up. And Goku puts an energy barrier thing around the rope, so he wouldn't be able to move, or let alone get up out of it. And Goku's energy basic attacks is different from the One Piece basic attack, so Even if Kaiba was to use his double fruit power to get up out that ropes, I don't think he could escape that energy barrier that Goku placed on him. It's nothing but just like, say for example, you know how ropes work? So Goku just instantly just put out, okay, put it fast. Let's fast forward this. Let's go back to the Dragon Ball Z arc. And you remember how Goku and Vegeta were in their battle, like fighting each other? Goku versus Majin Vegeta. You remember that scene where not Goku. You remember that scene where Vegeta instantly picked Goku up by one arm and slammed him to a wall and put like these energy cuffs around his neck, 2 arms and legs? You remember that part? Okay, so this is somewhat similar to that. So as he's down, they float down, they instantly run into the Kraken. And the Kraken, they see how the Kraken can just destroy ships and all that kind of stuff. So as Luffy and Zoro, they saying, we have no other choice. He's finna destroy our ship. Because the Kraken hit it once. Robin protected. Usopp protected it. It was only so much that they could do in that short amount of time. Even Chopper did the best he could do by explaining, like turning it into a big puffy ball to protect the ship from destruction. So Luffy and Zoro were getting ready to attack the ship after Nami hit both of them and said, "Are you crazy? You'll destroy the bubble and then we'll all die," as she said with the sharp teeth. So Kaiba said, "I have a suggestion. Won't you just wear these bubble suits?" And Luffy thought it was a good idea because it looked cool, but Goku instantly turned it down and said, "Nah, let me handle this because I don't even need those kind of suits. And this guy looks like he's gonna be really dangerous or a threat if he keeps attacking us." So Goku just instantly leaves the bubble and he teleports outside of the ship and hits the squid with a thunderous punch, knocking it cold out. And you know that little shark that floated from his nostril or something like that? So the little shark just floated from the nostril, thanked Goku, and left. So as they finish with the Kraken, they continue to float down. They see some really interesting stuff and some really scary stuff as they float down deeper and deeper and deeper into the sea. They see like fish, all of these midnight colored fish and everything that blends in with the dark. It's very scary because some of them looked very terrifying and menacing. Like they could do some real damage if they want to. But they just left the Straw Hat ship alone because I guess these fish are friendly, I guess. So Frankie tells them about Bartholomew Kuma and how his one last mission was to protect the Straw Hat ship. He did everything he could to protect the ship from damage, from destruction, from all that in the book. He did everything he could to help the Straw Hat Pirates. And that was his final mission before they rendered his mind and destroyed his functions and all that kind of stuff. They didn't make friends with the Kraken. I guess because they didn't really have enough time to make friends with the Kraken. Like you would have seen Luffy when he said, "I want that as a pet." Yeah, they didn't have the time to. It's not gonna be in this universe. So in this universe, the Kraken was never a friend. It was just an enemy. So continuing on, as they started floating further down, they ran into. They seen this ship. Brook tells them that the ship that's coming up in the mist, as they see Brook's face, he's shocked, he's scared. And that doesn't sit too well with Chopper, Usopp, Nami, and the rest of the Straw Hat Pirates, because he then goes on to say that ship is the Flying Dutchman ship. Briefly, hundreds of years ago, it dates way back then, that they named a captain, Vanderdecken, who went crazy. He just went enraged and started throwing all his crewmates overboard, killing them all, and then he incurred the wrath of God, basically being cursed to roam the sea for all eternity. When people look at that ship, they see the Flying Dutchman and they know that's the cursed ship, as they hear a voice saying, "Wasa Sube, we're not gonna get any money if we eat that ship. So I want you to smack it, knock it out." And Wasa Sube says, "Yes, master," as you see this big giant fish man come up out of nowhere. And Goku's just saying, "Whoa, he's huge." All the Straw Hats are shocked and everything. But then Luffy looks up at Goku and says, "Okay, so it's my turn now." And Zoro comes in and says, no, it's my turn. Sanji says, no, it's my turn. Well, Sanji really doesn't care. He's over there flirting with Nami and Robin, but basically, between the three of them, Goku suggested this. Why don't you guys just do rock, paper, scissors and see who wins? And instantly Zoro wins. So Zoro puts on the bubble suit because he didn't have the kind of training that Luffy had, so he can't withstand the water. Zoro puts on the bubble suit and instantly leaves the ship. And as he leaves the ship, he sees Wasa Sube, and Wasa Sube's getting ready to throw a big thunderous punch it might break the ship, to be honest. He might actually break the ship. So Wasa Sube throws a punch and Zoro just uses his no sword style and unleashed a big thunderous punch to Wasa Sube's gut, basically knocking him down. I mean, it wasn't enough till Sanji said, oh, this is not going to be enough to stop this guy. But keep in mind, this guy's big, and in this universe, Wasa Sube is not weak. He's not weak. When they got Goku rock like Goku on their team, he's not weak. So, but he's not necessarily strong, but one hit like that is not going to take him down. So Sanji instantly left and did a Diable Jambe and kicked Wasa Sube in the face, basically breaking his nose. And Wasa Sube stood right back up. We're coming back with another thunderous shot. And instantly Luffy leaves. Luffy leaves the bubble. He leaves the ship and hits Wasa Sube 2 times in the face. Boom, boom. With his Gumma Gumma no elephant. And then he jumps up in the air and charges up these massive energy in his hands. And all the Straw Hats are shot. They didn't know what that was. Even Zoro and Sanji looking up and saying, what is that? And Goku tells the crew, that's the Kamehameha. That's what I was telling you about. That's what I was training Luffy in. The Kamehameha. So Luffy's charging that up. And as you hear him say, Kamehameha, and you hear Luffy shout out, ha! And hits Wasa Sube. Luffy puts more energy into it, and this is another treat. This is another treat that I didn't tell you guys about. Since Luffy's whole body is made of rubber, and Goku instantly thought about this, Goku said to Luffy while they were training, this is a flashback to while Luffy was training on Route Skyna. So Luffy was training on Route Skyna. This is a flashback at this. Luffy was training. You see this reddish, purplish aura sense. I'm gonna give Luffy that because when he does his haki, his thing goes purple, something like that. But let's put it like this: Luffy, you see this reddish aura emitting from Luffy's body, and Luffy yells out Kaioken and instantly powers up. Goku said, since your whole body's made of rubber, I feel like you could pull off the Kaioken times 15. No ease. No ease, no limitations. Well, some limitations and drawbacks. But with this training, I feel like you could easily succeed in Kaioken times 20. And Goku wasn't lying, since Luffy's power is somewhat of that level. I mean, he's rubber. Basically, it's not going to put that much damage on him. So it's basically, Kaioken is the same thing as Gear 2nd Luffy. So Luffy says, okay, this is somewhat similar to Gear 2nd, although it's not giving me much strain, because at this point Luffy's only mastered the 5 Kaioken times 5, and this is only in the 6 months mark. And it increasingly progresses, because each time Luffy trains, he masters a new level, masters a new level, masters a new level, and masters a new level, way ahead of schedule. So as we go back to the present day, you see Luffy yells out Kaioken times 10 and instantly blasts Wasa Sube away with no ease. And you see as the amount of energy, you see the rocks and everything crumble under them, and as they start to fall, Vanderdecken and the Flying Dutchman, they pull away. They pull away because they seen the damage in the minute. They knew they wouldn't be able to be ones to win this kind of battle. So they pulled away, and as they, the Straw Hats, Wasa Sube blasted away and everything, they fell into the abyss. They woke up moments later to find out everything was okay. They're unscathed, the ship's unscathed and all that kind of stuff. But then they're approached by these pirates. Harmon says, "We are the new Fishman Pirates." As they saying, "We'll give you two options. We know who you are, Straw Hat Crew. We know what you did to Arlong and the Fishman Pirates in the Arlong Park, and we want revenge for that. So you have either two choices. You either join us, or you just die right here without even making it to Fishman Island." How ironic, because each and every human that tried to do the same thing you guys doing, promptly they failed. And you guys are going to do the same. You're going to fail right here. So what will you choose? Will you choose option number 1 or option number 2? And please be fast, because I'm very low on patience. This is my series. I make up whatever I want. So in this series, Goku and Luffy, they're confident. And Goku and Luffy, while they're confident, they do their little rock, paper, scissors thing. And Luffy instantly wins again. And Goku says, "Darn, I lost again." And now all of a sudden, Luffy left the bubble and he challenged each and every one of them, knocking all of them out. Keep in mind, this was Luffy just wanted to test out his speed. So he did a trick and he shocked Goku. He said, "Sensei Goku, guess what I can do?" So I thought about this. What if I combined my Gear Second with Kaioken? And at that level, it was only like Kaioken times 2 and Gear Second put together. And Luffy moved at incredible speed, but he can only do it for a short period of time. So he instantly moved at incredible speed, knocking out every last one of them, and then powered down. He instantly, and then he made his way back to the ship. And Goku said, "Wow, you did the same thing I did with Super Saiyan Blue. I combined Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken. I think I showed you that." He said, and Luffy said, "No, you never showed me that. You showed me when you combined Super Saiyan Blue with Super Saiyan, but that, and not Super Saiyan Blue with Super Saiyan. You showed me when you combined Super Saiyan with Kaioken, and that's about it." And Goku said, "Oh yeah, I did show you that." So everything was settled and all that. And Goku said, "Well, that's pretty impressive, but it seems like you can't do it for too long." And Luffy says, "Yeah, because it puts a lot of strain on my body. But if I train, I'll be able to master that kind of power." And Goku said, "Well, I hope they have a training facility here. But most of all, I hope they have some good food, because I'm hungry." And as they make their way to Fishman Island, they pass through, they arrive there. The Straw Hat Pirates are now in Fishman Island, and the arc starts. As Sanji sees the mermaids, Luffy looks around all this like he's here. And in this universe, they're greeted by... So they wake up in Camry's house, and if you don't know who Camry is, if you fast forward back to when they were on Sabaody Archipelago, Camry is the mermaid that they tried to sell. Like, they tried to enslave or something like that. So go back and watch that, because it's pretty wild. So as they just exited Camry's house, put on all their clothes, Sanji instantly sees all these mermaids. Everything he wanted to see, it's right there in front of him, and he just yells, "This is my all blue," with hearts in his eyes, and jumps in the water and everything. And Goku says, he reminds me of Master Roshi. And Luffy says, "Who is Master Roshi?" And Goku just says, "Well, Master Roshi is he's my master. He's also strong. Well, not as strong as he used to be, but he's strong, but he's mostly a pervert." And Luffy says, "Yeah, well, that's Sanji for you." So anyway, the Straw Hats made it to the Fishman Island arc. They're at Camry's house. Sanji just jumped in the water with the mermaids and everything. Goku's flying around. He told Luffy that, "I'm gonna go look for food, Luffy, and I'm gonna go try to find out basically more information about this island." As we cut away from that and seeing the 3 mermen. Let's say mermen, not mermaid, mermen, so nobody corrects me on that one. or I can say the 3 princes of Ryoku Kingdom, were ordered by their boss to bring Luffy in to see him. And that's where I'm going to end this one at. This is part 3. Part 4 will be out very, very soon. I'm working on it now. I just had to get this out for you guys so you can be further, have content, have some more insight on what's going on. And that's probably it. I'll see you guys in the next video, and you take care. Peace.